Stephanie Parkinson explains as she takes us beneath the surface.
Part 1 of my series, Beneath the Surface, we explore what life is like when crews are working 265 feet underground.
If it's not grown, it has to be mined.
And in Lima, that's exactly what's happening.
We're really the base of all construction.
The National Limestone Quarry in Lima mines limestone and has been in operation since the 50s as a working quarry.
What we do is shoot rock out of the face. That stone is taken to a series of crushers, conveyors, and screens and sized into different products that are used for various things such as asphalt, for roadways, ready mix for building.
You know, having a plant close here in Lima saves everybody dollars, no matter if you use the stone yourself or if the county or the state or any public schools or city.
One of the biggest projects this quarry is working on this year is providing this material to the city of Lima to build a new reservoir.
We're providing riprap, which is for the banks of the reservoir, the local reservoir, which will preserve the banks from getting erosion from wave action or wind, and make sure that that reservoir is secure and will hold water.
While crews are hard at work today, this quarry has 75 years left in its lifespan that it will most likely fill with water and become a whole different attraction. Tomorrow in part 2 of my series, we head to the depths of a quarry that was once much like National Limestone, but is now more of a tourist destination. In the studio, Stephanie Parkinson, your news now.
Thank you, Stephanie.
Yesterday in part 1 of my series, we took a look at a quarry that is still being mined. Today we explore a quarry in full retirement that is attracting many tourists to west central Ohio.
2/3 of our earth is covered with water. 2/3 of what God created for us to see in this world is beneath the surface of the water.
While 2/3 of the earth may be just waiting for the world to dive down and see it, visitors from all over are traveling to Putnam County to explore the underwater world.
12 hours in the car, so 800 miles, 750 miles.
The Gilboa Quarry is a hot spot for recreational diving and training, and for many, it's an option that makes this expensive hobby more cost-effective.
Yeah, this is the most affordable diving you can do, unless you live on your own private lake or you live on the water.
And it's a different diving challenge than diving on the reefs. You know, because of the cold and the depth and the visibility, it's just a different kind of diving, so it just enhances your whole diving experience.
That challenge makes this quarry so attractive for diving instructors, but it also provides a controlled, safe environment. For first-timer Linda Rodriguez, it allows her to explore at her own pace.
Practice makes perfect, and if you're going to go out there with all the, things that you can't control, like the sharks and the barracudas and the fun stuff, you want to have all the practice so you know what to do.
The safety aspect of it is the biggest thing for bringing students to quarries. You hit them in an open water lake like Lake Huron, there's too much could happen. You can't keep track of them as easily. It's all set up for student training. There are platforms, and there's stuff to see here that they just wouldn't see anywhere else.
And with so much to see, diving isn't the only thing people are practicing at Gilboa.
I use the quarry to hone my skills, so when I go into the blue water, I'm able to take better pictures. So I'll use the planes and the helicopters and the fish here to enhance my skills.
Before this quarry became a place for divers, it was a place of work.
They began quarrying here in 1891. It started out basically with horses and what looked like a wheelbarrow with a cable attached to it. They almost had diving in mind. They didn't, because we know that for sure. It just, they quit quarrying it because it became very expensive to pump water.
After the mining came to a halt, Gilboa filled with water and became one of the most visited diving quarries in the Midwest. And the owner, Mike Williams, encourages those who have not yet explored the underwater world to give it a shot.
If they don't get certified, they're never going to be able to see what the underwater world looks like, and it's amazing, even at this level.
While these quarries seem out of sight to the public, there is one group making a lot of noise, hundreds of feet underground. Tomorrow, in the final part of my series, we take a trip with the Allen County Bomb Squad to another retired area quarry. In the studio, Stephanie Parkinson, your News Now. So far we have gone to work and taken a trip underwater. Today we go to the depths of a quarry that is no longer working as a mining location, but also did not fill with water. This quarry is sitting in idle, retired from mining, but there is still one group that makes coming here a blast.
Everything that we train for are things that we expect to run into in real life.
The Allen County Bomb Squad trains a minimum of 16 hours a month, and one popular spot is National Lime and Stone in Lima.
This is more of a controlled place. If you're out in the field, you could have, the neighbors coming out, hey, what you doing? When we're down here, we know we're the only ones here, or the people that we have with us are the only ones here. It's a controlled, so it makes it better for training.
The squad has been hard at work for almost 4 decades, and for Terry White, a veteran of the squad who has been actively involved since it first formed in 1971, continuing to train is vital, because with time comes change.
The types of things that we're running into, pipe bombs and things like that have been around for ages. But some of these are starting to become quite sophisticated.
The crew works hard to protect the community, and they also taught me a thing or two.
When a red light comes on, have it all the way into you. No.
But it takes far more than one day with the squad to learn everything you need to know.
If you're not training constantly for the different types of devices, the different way it could be armed or whatever, you would probably get up there and go like, what am I going to do with this? You need the training and the knowledge to be able to deal with it and deal with it safely.
While it may seem like this crew never stops working, they still find time for a little fun.
That was the best visual experience down in the pit that we've had.
When the squad is constantly training, they're always looking for material. Your News Now provided that when the station gave them a live truck that was no longer in service. Outside of the training, the squad commander, Phil Miller, just enjoys spending time in such a beautiful place.
You can just come down here and enjoy yourself. Just looking around at what you see and stuff.
Quarries in west central Ohio may seem like a thing of the past, but even though so many are no longer being mined, they're still being used. In the studio, Stephanie Parkinson, your News Now.
Thank you, Stephanie.